Hello, this is John Hoffs. I want to present to you the first installment of my program, which is called TAP, TAP, and it stands for the Total Awareness Program. What is the Total Awareness Program? The Total Awareness Program is a self-help, I don't want to call it self-help. It's a personal development, that's the proper word. Personal development program. If I call it self-help, a person could do it just by themselves. But this is a program that involves ideally a group of people because it's a experiential, interpersonal group experience. And the other sense that it's called TAP is it alludes to tapping your inner strength, your inner resources. But not only that, tapping the forces of the universe so that you have an integration between yourself and your strength and your glory as a unique individual. But you have the resources of the universe and the miracles that you can witness every day. And for some people, they can witness the miracle every moment. Think of it. Being in a state of glory, joy, every moment. So, the Total Awareness Program puts a lot of emphasis on the present moment, explicitly. It is the most important tenet, so to speak, of the program, which is as follows: that the entire purpose of life, the entire meaning of life, can be found in the present moment, right now. And that the entire universe, and if even before there was a universe, if there ever was ever not a universe, for all eternity, that universe has conspired and destined and brought together everything that has ever happened in the history of the universe, has done it all for this moment right now. That this moment itself is the purpose and point and meaning of all life. And that there is none other. Now, a second tenet is that we want to have there be meaning. We want there to be a religion, a practice, a lifestyle that will give us purpose, meaning, answers. Well, the answers have already been answered. The questions have already been answered. And that is that the point, the purpose, and the meaning of all of life, of your life, my life is right now. It's all come to this. And so when you listen to this, if you do, and I'm sure there will be very few people who listen to it, but as you listen to it, you are living in the present moment. And I, somewhere else, because I don't know that you're watching it, is doing something else in my present moment. Now, the third tenet I want you to consider is concerning thinking, thought, and time. Consider that the thought you're having right now as you listen to my words is part of the same continuous thought, single continuous thought that you have had since you first were born. Now, most people start remembering things at age 2, 3, or 4 years old. For me, it was 3 years old. So you could look at it as that starting point if you choose. But even the infant has thoughts. They may not have language, but they have thought. Now, if this thought that is one single continuous thought that you've been having, not the same thought, but just all the thoughts you've ever had, the enormous variety of all the thoughts you've ever had, strung together, only broken by sleep. And even while asleep, the dreams, which as you experience your dreams, one always feels that it's real while they're dreaming it. So those experiences when we're having dreams of interacting with other people, with being scared, being in a certain situation, being happy in another situation, all of those are valid experiences. They may be dreams, but that didn't make them any less real when we were experiencing them. So they really did happen. We really did experience them. So that even reinforces this notion that we are in a in the present moment of a continuing unfolding thought. And Larry King once asked Brando, well, what do you think you're going to think when you're on your deathbed and you're taking your last breath? And Brando said, what was that? Meaning, what the hell was life? And that is funny to me, because I experience life that way. I'm like, what the heck is this? And then to be told that what it is the present moment. And that means that time, which is measured by man, and the measurement is created by man for practical purposes, but it could be speculated that even time is in the present moment, so that the past, the present, and the future are all in one giant present moment. And all of our thoughts have taught us to be where we are right now. And that there is more opportunity with these ideas. Opportunities to be more at peace, to be more in touch with oneself and with the world and other people. Now, the fourth tenet, and the final one for this video, is that we sometimes forget that we have something called a personality, and which I would argue is a real entity. It's an entity, our personality. Yes, it was shaped by the environment we grew up in, the experiences we had as a child. It was shaped to some degree, but whatever the non-conditioned or pristine personality which we have, which is not ever pristine, it's always a personality that has good qualities and bad qualities. But that's okay, because that's what a personality is. It's a collection of inward and outward experiences and impressions and thoughts. Now, when I speak, I am thinking out loud. And when you listen, you are thinking quietly. But what I'm trying to get to is this, that we are given a personality by some creator that can be defined in many different ways. Or one could say it's just random that we got it. It doesn't matter to me if it was random or given by God. What matters is that I have experienced having a personality. I have experienced other people's personalities. And I have seen that, for the most part, the personality is a positive thing. It's a life living thing. It's a people and relationship thing where your personality meets another person's personality. And what happens is, for some who become depressed, they have negative thoughts about their personality. They think that their personality is flawed and that it's not good and that people don't like them. Well, those are just irrational projections onto a person's personality, because the personality can't be bad, with the exception of serial killers, psychopaths. We're not speaking of those people. We're talking about the vast majority of good people of goodwill. And once you can reclaim your personality as your own and catch yourself when you're harming it with negative thinking, you can play with it like a toy. Think of your personality as a toy that you can play with. And you can try out new things. You can like yourself more. You could find more